lost always, to be honest. I think all the hard work that has gone in over this 4 years to get this team to where we are today, this is what we aspire to be, and we managed to come here and do it, and to do it with such a good game. I don't think there'll ever be a better game in cricket history than that. So thanks to everybody who's turned out today, and especially throughout the whole competition. We've loved all the support we've got, and we couldn't have done it without you.
Let's go back to, there's so much we could talk about. Let's go back to that middle of that game when you and Joss came together. Did you believe one partnership could get you there, or are you going to need a lot more?
No, we just kept on talking about that, controlling the scoreboard and not letting the run rate wasn't getting too far away from us. And we knew if we were there close to the end, then New Zealand would be under pressure. That last over when the ball hit the bat and went for four, it's not exactly what he asked for, and I apologise to Kane countless times about that. It's not exactly how you want to do it, but
And what were your thoughts when you were running off the field there? You were fit enough for that super over? No one was going to stop you being in that super over?
I definitely wasn't going to bowl after last time it happened anyway. But yeah, there was no chance I wasn't going to be there at the end. It's at the moments like that is what you live for as a professional cricketer. The new kid on the block, Jofra Archer, I backed him all the way even when he got hit for that six. The talent that guy's got is incredible, and he's shown up on the world stage and proved how good he is.
Been through a lot on and off the cricket field, shown here today what it means to you playing for England, and you've shown the support you have from that cricket team as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Without the lads, in this one-day team, in the test team, and everybody I've had around me, my family, the support's been incredible. That's all gone now. I'm just really looking forward to tonight, mate.
Well done, Ben. Many congratulations.
Thanks, Nas. Cheers.
Our next presentation is the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Player of the Tournament. And again, this determined by an independent ICC appointed panel, and the winner receives again an Hublot watch. There were several standout performances, Rohit Sharma and Shakib Al Hassan, and on the bowling front, Mitchell Starc. But in the end, for 578 runs at an average of 82.57, and his brilliant sportsmanship and leadership to take New Zealand to the final, the player of the tournament, New Zealand's Kane Williamson.
This is probably one of the harder interviews you have to give. I guess you'd swap both those trophies for one extra run.
Yeah, in a heartbeat. Look, it certainly wasn't just one extra run. There's so many small parts in that match that could have gone either way, as we saw throughout that whole game. But congratulations to England. They've had a fantastic campaign, and they deserve the victory.
Well, come on, because I'm going to speak to you later after the end of the presentation. But let's just talk about your batting. The way you've played in this tournament has been truly remarkable. You've averaged over 80, 200s, 250s. You must be very proud of the way you hit it.
Yeah, it's been challenging. The pitches have been a little bit different to what we perhaps have expected, and there was a lot of talk of 300 plus scores, but we haven't seen many of those, and it's been a tough fight. And I want to thank our side as well, the New Zealand side, and the fight that they showed throughout this whole campaign on some tough wickets. Showed a huge amount of heart to get us to this stage. All but a draw or a tie in the final, but it just wasn't meant to be today.
That award is not just for your batting, it's for your captaincy as well. They're a good set of bowlers to captain, aren't they? They cover a lot of bases for you.
Yeah, that's right. We got a really well-balanced attack. There's so many parts to it. The guys are shattered at the moment. It's obviously very devastating, but they've performed throughout this tournament at such a high level and given us every opportunity to go on and win this comp. But like I say, it's pretty tough to swallow at this stage, but a fantastic effort from our guys all around.
Well played, Kane Williamson, player of the tournament.
Yes, thanks.
for such a fitting final. Both sides fully deserved their World Cup mementos to remember this great occasion. And first of all, we'd like to call Trent Bolt, Colin de Granholm, Matt Henry, Tom Latham, Henry Nichols, Mitch Santner, Ish Sodhi, Tim Southey and Ross Taylor.
Kane, a chat about the game now. 10:15 this morning, you won that toss and had a bowl. You think it was the right decision?
Yeah, it's something we wanted to do. We were obviously weighing up the overheads versus the pitch. It was on the dry side, so we felt runs on the board, as it proved, it was going to be challenging, and we were able to get the runs on the board. Yes, we may have liked another 10 or 20, but in a World Cup final, perhaps 250, 240 might be enough, and the guys worked really hard out there, put England under pressure on a tough surface. So it was a fantastic game of cricket. Both sides, showed a lot of fight, a lot of heart. Obviously, to go down to the last ball and then the last ball of the next little match, it was tough to separate. But once again, credit to England, and a lot of positives in this experience for our boys as well.
Did you feel as well at the end there, you were just not quite getting the rub of the green, the way the ball hit Ben Stokes' bat and went away for 4?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a shame, wasn't it? Yeah, it's unfortunately that's sort of the game we play, and that sort of thing happens from time to time. But just hope it doesn't happen in moments like that. And like I say, it's pretty tough to nitpick, except for the fact that perhaps it just wasn't meant to be for us.
And the decision in the Super Over to send Jimmy Neesham out and Martin Guptill, was that an easy one? It nearly paid off, didn't it?
Yeah, both guys that hit the ball really hard, but obviously that left-hand, right-hand combination as well with that slightly shorter side down breeze. So, decision that was made, and we're just tossing up on the number 3, but not required. Look, it is tough to perhaps review the match in such small margins as we know in any game really that you play, but especially in a match that we saw today.
Kane, you've been a credit to the game, you've been a credit to the tournament, you're a fabulous bloke, fabulous player, well done.
Oh, thank you.
And we now come to the winners of the ICC Cricket World Cup for 2019. To step forward to receive the medals, please welcome the England squad, led by Captain Owen Morgan, Moeen Ali, Jofra Archer, Johnny Bairstow, Jos Buttler, Tom Curran, Liam Dawson, Liam Plunkett, Adil Rashid, Joe Root, Jason Roy, Ben Stokes, James Vince, Chris Wokes and Mark Woods.
Owen, it's been a long time coming, winning a World Cup. If you're going to do it in some style.
That was, there wasn't a lot in that game. Jeez, I'd like to commiserate Kane and his team. I think you mentioned before the way they play their cricket, the spirit, the fight that they show really is worth aspiring to, and the example that they lead is hugely commendable to him and his team. I thought today was a hard fought game. On a tough wicket where everybody found it tough to score, we managed to restrict them to probably a good score, and we lost wickets and we're up against it. Buttler and Stokes put together a partnership that really did think that would take us quite deep, but the game unveiled itself a bit more.
But it must give you quite a bit of pleasure winning on a game on a pitch like that, because few people have said, well, they're only good when it's a flat track. That wasn't a flat track. It was some very smart batting on there as well.
Yeah, by no means. This has been a 4-year journey. We've developed a lot over the course of those 4 years, probably in particular the last 2. We find it hard to play on wickets like that, like good teams do around the world. But today it was about getting over the line. Sport's tough at times, but to get over the line today means the world to us.
you are the coolest man I think I've ever met. Even you on that balcony must have been up and down, surely.
Yeah, I was. I was actually being cooled down by Liam Plunkett, which isn't a good sign. You know, we're up and down like a yo-yo. But the guys in the middle really did keep us cool. The way they play, the way they go about their business, they're very experienced. Not just some of the best in our team, they're the best in the world, which is, you know, calming at times. But like I said, not a lot between the teams. We're just delighted that we're lifting the trophy today.
And the decision to send Ben Stokes back out, an easy decision?
As long as he wasn't too cooked. We asked him when he came in, could he do it? He took it on with both hands. You know, when you're not up to the pace of the game, you're sitting in the change room doing nothing, you're so far behind. You know, full credit to the two boys that went out, and Joffre defending at the end. I thought it was brilliant.
A word on Joffre Archer, 24-year-old, not in the England side a month or so ago, and he's here bowling a super over. It doesn't get much better than that.
It doesn't. Yeah, everything he seems to come up in front of, he improves every time he does. He really does have the world at his feet at the moment.
4 years ago, World Cup flops, bundled out in Adelaide. 4 years later, World Cup champions. What a transformation it has been.
Truly incredible. There's been a lot of people involved along the way, people who aren't here or in the change room today, guys like Andrew Strauss, Paul Farbrace, guys amongst the players, Dave Woolley, and a couple of other, Sam Billings, guys who have been in the journey but unfortunately missed out in the squad. It's been an incredible amount of hard work, and it's been all worthwhile just for this.
Well, you've waited long enough. The country has waited long enough. Go and get the trophy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
To hand over the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, Mr. Shamshank Manohar, Chairman of the ICC, and His Royal Highness the Duke of York. ICC World Cup champions 2019 for the first time. England!
There's a million other people here tonight.
Magic moments in sport for England. Unbelievable scenes here at Lord's, and they are the champions of the world. They went into the World Cup as favourites, and they have delivered on that favourite. Ishiguha is coming alongside me. You've been taking this all in, I'm sure. What a magic moment for English sport.
Just incredible, all the work that the team have put in since 2015 with that early exit from the tournament down in Australia and New Zealand, and they built right from then, right from word go. Owen Morgan, it's been his team, he's built this team, he's brought players into the side that he's felt would be positive, aggressive, play this new brand of cricket. And they've carried it right through. There would have been tremendous pressure halfway through, pressure for them to perform. They went against the grain from their normal way, and they came together.